How's that?
Cool. All right. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to meet up with one of my heroes, Chris Poynton, co-founder of the hellomynameis campaign. Hello, Chris. Welcome to Sydney. Thank you for joining us. We've been following your tour down under. It's amazing to see you spreading the message even further. For those who haven't come across the campaign before, though, could you maybe just explain a little bit about what the hellomynameis campaign is about and why you started it?
Yeah, of course. And firstly, hello, my name is Chris, and it's a pleasure to be in Sydney, in Australia again. The campaign was something that my late wife, Dr. Kate Granger, and I started in 2013 following a hospital admission where we noticed there was a distinct lack of introductions from healthcare workers. And rather than not doing anything about that lack of introductions, we decided to use social media as a platform to start the campaign, and it's taken off in a huge way from those early days.
Well, why do you think it's so important that healthcare staff introduce themselves?
I think it's the first step on the ladder of a therapeutic relationship between two people. It doesn't have to necessarily be a doctor-patient relationship or a nurse-patient relationship. It could be two healthcare workers talking to each other. I mean, they may never have met that person before, if it's an agency worker or a locum. And it is just the start of that relationship. It's something that's so simple, that's so basic, and it starts a better communication tool between those two people.
It's an amazing thing that you're doing here. Were you surprised, though, as well, how quickly the hellomynameis hashtag took off?
We were surprised in the initial stages, and in some ways it was a little bit sad that it did take off in such a big way, because it meant that introductions weren't always taking place across healthcare and continue not to take place across healthcare even now. So it was, sad in a way, but also good that we were doing something about it. And I know that my late wife's legacy is one of a better healthcare because of the campaign.
I completely agree, and it's taken off massively. I mean, you've had over 1.9 billion impressions on Twitter, and that's just massive amounts of impressions. Why do you think, though, that it's taken off so well?
I think the key things as to why it's been so well received by people are it doesn't take very long to do, it doesn't have to cost much money, and it improves patient experience. So my question to people that don't do it is, why would you not want to do this? And the selling points are the lack, or you don't need much financial investment in order to do this. It's just a common courtesy. It's like I said before, a first step on the ladder of that relationship.
And Chris, I mean, you haven't come from a medical background yourself. You haven't worked in healthcare before all of this happened, but now you are. You're exposed to a bit more about healthcare. What are your thoughts about the medical world?
So my background is retail and logistics for the last 25 years, and there is some crossover. We always say in the business I work in that the customer should be at the heart of everything that we do. In a similar way in healthcare, the patient should be at the heart of every decision that's made within healthcare, and that's something that I'm trying to bring into healthcare, from my experience and from the organisations that I've worked in across healthcare. You see so many good practices that take place every single day, but then they're also within various media outlets. You only see the bad things, but there's so many amazing people that work within healthcare doing amazing jobs, looking after people every single day. They're the ones that make a real difference.
I mean, I completely agree. I mean, I've yet to come across anyone in healthcare who I don't think doesn't want the best for every single patient. So I just absolutely love what you're doing here. And it has done so well, and it's received quite a bit of support from other people. So in particular, you've had celebrities get right behind it. So people like Richard Branson and Kylie Minogue, for example. How did that all come about?
So it was twofold, really. One was for high-profile business leaders and celebrities to endorse the campaign, which I made it my mission to get as many people as I could to actively endorse the campaign on social media and tweet about the campaign, because that's how you get a message spread across the world. And secondly, because Kate deserved the best in life, I wanted to make sure that she met these people and she had the best experiences that she could, because I firmly believe that she truly deserved those experiences that money can't buy. So for her to be able to meet Kylie Minogue was unbelievable. For her to be able to meet the Queen was an amazing experience, and it's those kind of things that she deserved. And on the flip side also, it promoted the campaign.
Yeah, but good on you. I mean, you've done so well in generating all this initiative. There are other people that you've got involved to back it as well. So you've had political ministers come behind it, people like Theresa May. Did you actually find that that was quite helpful?
I think within any healthcare system and within any country, if you've got endorsements from, you know, the heads of those countries and the prime ministers within those countries, then it's something that, you know, you've got the main endorser there. So obviously David Cameron before Theresa May endorsed the campaign, and then Theresa May just a few days before Kate died, when she came into power, she endorsed the campaign. And to have the backing of those kind of individuals really does show that the support is there. But on the flip side, for them, it's also good showing that they're behind the campaign, because, you know, it's good for the general public.
You've been providing support as well for another campaign, the Theatre Cap Challenge, which is another hashtag that was started by another English person, a student midwife in the United Kingdom. It's great that you're providing that support as well to this campaign. Do you see some similarities and crossovers between the Theatre Cap Challenge and the Hello, My Name Is campaign?
I certainly do, because in some instances you can't verbally say to somebody, hello, my name is Chris. And any form of communication which makes it better for the patient or better for the individuals working on that patient is positive, and there is very much crossovers between those two campaigns.
Thanks for that, Chris. And it's great, you're taking this message even further now. You're travelling around the world. You're in Australia at the moment, but you know you're going to be going elsewhere with this. Can you tell us a bit more about where you're going and what sort of things you're doing?
So I decided to take a 12-month sabbatical from my career to take the campaign on a global tour. A lot of that has been spent within the UK, but it's also reached far further than that. I mean, we operate in over 20 countries now as a campaign. Obviously, we've not been to all those 20 countries, but I've been to Australia a couple of times. We've been across to New Zealand. When I return back to the UK, we're travelling to Denmark. We've been to America, and I'm sure other invites will come along as well to spread the story and spread the inspiration behind the campaign.
And you're receiving quite a bit of funding and charity money as well. Just can you tell us a little bit about where that money goes afterwards?
Yeah, so we support 2 charities as a campaign, and before Kate died, she had a target of reaching £250,000 for one of those charities, which we reached just before Kate died. I've now set a new target for those charities of £500,000 by the end of 2018, which we will achieve. And the 2 charities, one is the local cancer charity, which provides funding for new equipment, for the gardens, for artwork in the atrium at the hospital. And the second charity is the hospice where Kate died, and that's to provide, you know, further funding for staffing, for the gardens, and just to make end-of-life care better for the people that are in that hospice. So my mission now is to raise as much money as possible for those 2 charities.
That's great, and you know, recently we've heard some of the hat manufacturers are starting to give some of their money towards your charities as well, and we're looking at extending this out to in emergency departments, people buying scrub tops with Hello, My Name Is, and hopefully we can push some more money towards your campaign. Now, where do you see Hello, My Name Is going as well in the future? I mean, you've talked about a book and a play and an annual day as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about these things?
Yeah, so starting off with the International Hello, My Name Is Day, that's going to be on the 23rd of July every single year going forward. And the reason why we chose that date is Kate and I got married on the 23rd of July in 2005, but Kate actually died on the 23rd of July 2016, so on our 11th wedding anniversary is when Kate passed away. So that's the reason why the date was chosen as the International hellomynameis Day. The play, which we've had written, is premiering next month in the UK. All the profits from that will go to the charities. And then I'm in the middle of writing a book which will hopefully help other people going through something similar to what I've been through in the last few years, seeing it from, you know, the husband's side of the bed. And also, once again, all those profits will go to the charity that we support in order to reach that £500,000 target. And also as a part of the grieving process for me to get my thoughts down on paper. And if it helps one other person in the world, then it's been worth doing.
And one last question, Chris. I mean, if Kate was here today, given all this amazing work that you're doing and the impact that it's having, what do you think she'd say?
I think, and I know that she'd be so proud of the campaign, she'd be so proud of what I'm continuing to do for the campaign. And, you know, Kate and I were fortunate. We knew what was going to happen. We knew she was going to die. So we could talk about what was next for me and for my life and for the campaign. And we very much talked about some kind of global tour before she died. So I know that she's fully behind this and fully supportive of the campaign as we go forward. And she's my inspiration every single day with everything that I do.
Oh, good on you, Chris. I mean, thank you so much for coming to Sydney. Thank you so much for talking to us. I mean, I'm really looking forward to spending a bit more time with you, buying you a few cold beers, because personally, I believe, you know, we cannot thank you enough for what you're doing. So cheers, mate.
Thanks very much, and thanks for everything you do as well. Thank you.